Well, you said it's very important for China to respond properly to what's happening now. What do you think would be the proper response for China to reassure its neighbors that we all have nothing to worry about?
Well, it's a great task really for China to really convince its neighbors that all their actions are really for peaceful purposes. So what China can do, particularly in this incident in the Reed Bank, is to really, at least I want to hear from China to say, we're sorry about the incident. And we will account our people for that.
Okay.
And
So,
for me,
okay,
I want to
apology
see
first.
apology and then account these people. We want to see who are these people responsible and apply all existing laws that will account these people from its actions, especially leaving the 22 Filipino fishermen behind while drowning at sea. So we need China to do more about that.
But in a statement over the weekend, the Chinese embassy in Manila appeared to have taken the side of the Yue Mao Bin Yu in that it was besieged by 8 Filipino fishing vessels, and that is why it fled the scene instead of helping out.
Yes. But we know we are not buying that story, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
But
Kung,
China-
kung nandun,
what I'm
kung
saying is
nandun
that-
yung mga Filipino ships, why did it take them
Yeah.
4 hours?
Yeah. What I'm
to
saying is that
rescue the fishermen?
at least by appearances, it seemed that the Manila station of Beijing supported that claim.
that's why China needs to clarify more because we're not buying the story. And even our officials are not buying the story. And if in my monitoring of social media reactions, Filipinos are not buying the story. So I'm telling my friends in China that, you know, there is a very strong domestic reactions on that. And I think it's high time for China to really pay serious attention to our domestic feelings. Because South China Sea is not only a foreign policy, but an extension of our domestic affairs. So you have to pay attention. If you really want to value our bilateral relationship, then pay attention to our domestic sensitivities. And when it comes to the South China Sea, we are so sensitive on that issue. It's uniting, it triggers our patriotism, our nationalism. It's uniting us.
Yeah.
It's uniting us. So it's really, the South China Sea dispute is really an issue where conflict and cooperation between the two countries can be found. And I hope we will avoid more conflicts and we will pursue more cooperation, especially the Reed Bank, because China and the Philippines are planning to develop that
Yeah.
for joint purposes, particularly the natural gas and the oil. There's an MOU on joint development of the Reed Bank. And this thing is really, well, delaying or if not disrupting the plan for joint development of that area.
That was a